Yeah, because he's around, but like I thought it would be the 28th of August, or at least that's what I remember him saying.
His brother
Me
also
too.
left the guild, so
Oh, who was his brother?
Rienta.
Oh, okay.
This needs to be further back. I wish I came in and did this before Red. Tragic. Main thing I wanted people here really for was to basically say we have about 6 raids maximum to kill Nzote. So all the time we have in here now is very valuable. What was the third mark we used for evokes? Is it Moon?
I don't remember.
I'm gonna go with green. I don't think it was Moon. So we need to make sure everything we do, if we have issues somewhere, that we point them out, we fix them, so we just don't waste time to just assuming things will fix themselves. So we need to take a proactive approach to fixing things. As well as things like people not using potions right now is not acceptable. Like, people need to make sure that they have potions, they have flasks, they have food, whatever they can to help us get this boss down. They need it. If you can't afford them for whatever reason, at this point it isn't an excuse. Like, if you're a melee and you need pots,
Can I get a
whisper me,
summon? I
I'll
forgot.
give you
Привет,
pots.
привет.
You're not on our realm, slightly unlucky, but I'm sure there's lots of people with herbs right now that are worth nothing because the expansion's about to end.
Yep.
So do make sure, like, just make use of the
Сейчас
things you have now.
настроюсь хорошо.
People can't afford them for whatever reason, just say, and we'll do our best to sort you out.
I've got 20 odd cauldrons to use before the end, so you won't have to worry about flasks.
Yeah, true that. I have 200 potions of Unbridled Fury, so melee if you need them. I'm not just handing them out if you don't need them, but if you do need them, let me know.
Do you have Vanta's run?
Yeah, that's what I was going to get.
They are in the guild bank, so we'll hand them out.
Так чему ему меняться?
Do make sure now that you've checked the note as.
Сейчас посмотрим, как будет. А то...
I reloaded before fucking saving it. I guess so. Who has the note I sent out before I reloaded? I mean, most of you should. Actually, Spute, can you send? You should have it. So.
А то мне немножко лагает на этом боссе, если честно. Так, ноут.
Yes. No, then we get Nzote to do it. Ah, perfect.
Нормальные дела, как у тебя дела?
The bombs that people are doing are also on the note, as well as in the document. There's also a new picture on the document, as we had a little discussion, and turns out the picture we initially had was wrong.
Так, сейчас, секундочку, а то тактику я не очень помню. Ага.
Wrong enough for me just to fucking make sure it's
Открою документик.
For today, we need to make sure Mindgate 2 is just fixed, that we get out of Mindgate 2 with everyone alive, everyone with a good amount of sanity, as well as Mindgate 1, so we can actually start practicing Phase 2 properly. So we'll do a bit of a dry run of our
Квантика есть.
Do we have that trial hunter Spute? Is he around? I don't have him on being it. I remember there being a trial hunter.
I'm not sure.
Блин, не помню, что в этом слоте было, по-моему, так.
Because he said he can help us out. He's got his paladin ready and such.
Все вроде так. Надеюсь, лагать не будет, то у меня на порталах лагает немножко.
Because we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm stupid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so they need to have immunity. What you have to get? Oh, okay. I just realized what you have to.
Так, котел будет.
Okay. You can trade Necro for Advanced Rune if you need one.
Thank you.
I don't know if you've got any left in your bag to give a Spute. If not, you can also trade me, I'll give you one.
Так, тут все как надо. Тут тоже. Все забываю купить, короче,
Pull them down
азеритовую
blue.
штуку 80-ю.
And then we'll do a quick evoke practice, and we're gonna try and do it with the right movement. Slightly fearful, my markers are slightly off.
Блин, кого-то не хватает. Ладно.
I'm pretty sure they are, but I don't think it'll matter too much. And I also should really move Moon to over here. And then we can just freaking have purple over there. That should be good enough. So who else needs functions? Because I have them. Trade me them. I'm not gonna find you guys to trade them to you. There's too many of you. And you think my mouse was working and it's not? Happy days.
Так, проверишь настройки.
It should be. Yeah, sweet.
На единичке играю.
Just gonna do a ready check just so I can see who actually has vantage runes or not. My head won't tell me. Everyone does with them rooks in, so just have to check rooks in.
Я вот тоже качнул одну.
To your friend.
А ты на ком сидишь?
Okay, so we do a
на
quick
коте, на
drawdown
танке,
of
на
evokes.
сове.
I'm gonna start off in the nipple marker, so come to nipple, dismount the stuff, make it try and make it as realistic.
Сейчас, секунду, забыл еще кое-что открыть. Где моя тактика?
Yeah, target are friendly, so you don't. Let me
Сейчас
get,
как-нибудь вот так вот поставлю
maybe
себе.
from in here.
Это шпаргалка просто. Куда где стоять?
Okay, so we've just done our boss burn. Heroes ended. We run. We do our first evokes. Yellow go.
А, блин. Я где-то тут, по-моему.
Ignore where I am stood because I am a spare cog in this one.
Так, во.
Do I have there? It's just airy.
У нас тренировка.
That is really, really wide. Shouldn't be that wide. Should be 4,
A lot of people miss.
4, 3, 3.
Yeah, I think we miss a lot of things. I'll try move a little bit back since yeah.
Чё-то не так.
Range 5 spectre.
Я тут стою.
1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
What was the command again where you put 2 people around you?
Slash range 5.
Range 5.
That's future, so.
5.
Okay, so after this, you'd run right past probably blue marker. So
Well,
do that now.
This is not good because look.
It's good. It's good enough. It's good enough to be fair. For now, we've still 2 people to have it. So you dodge right past the blue. Beams would come in. They usually come in where this little tooth is next to where skull is stood, and then we'd go left with the beam.
Так, сейчас второй эвок будет.
And as we get to here, there's usually going to be a healer cooldown, and then we're going to go with evoke 2. Go.
Так, я задыхаю.
Just rough guess this. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be close enough. Remember, we want it as thin as possible. It's set from like right at the back, so it should be like a 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4, something like that. With the melee group 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. And then I'd be here. Sweet. Then with this one, it's paranoia, I believe, so we'd spread right. Tanks would be the furthest out.
Хорошо, удачи.
You'd
К
always
сожалению, не
wanna
успел
be
прочитать
close
все,
to
у нас тут
melee.
тренировка идет.
So I'm probably the furthest
Fast.
to the right as you'd want to be. So this is a paranoia now, yeah? So if you can just get into 2 lines close to the boss, because all the time here we should be pounding the boss. And now we pretend we get dragged all the way back to the edge of the room. Very clean paranoias, guys. Well done.
Что-то...
And then once this tendril ends, we'd start heading towards green as we get our evoke. This one comes with 4 harvesters. And this one, we just want to get it as close to the previous one as possible. Literally should not be more than 2 people in most areas. So you want to range 5 and then just make sure you're as close to the previous one as possible with no one really sticking out. The old one should be near blue, so we want to be past blue, but probably be about 5 to 8 yards past blue. This one we get Thought Harvesters with. So with this one, melee needs to be super careful that they don't start cleaving on these Thought Harvesters. If you start cleaving on them, there's two things that could happen.
Прочитаю, пока там
One, you
разговаривает.
outthreat me and you die. Two, you proc the Thought Harvester's AoE inside the black shit, making it almost
Ну,
impossible
сова.
to
Да, в принципе, весь друид
So
хороший,
once you've
кроме
got
кота,
this one, you
конечно.
want to move far right, probably past the purple marker. or
Ну, вроде
towards
как и
the
котом
purple
можно сейчас
marker.
играть уже, под конец.
So this one would be an immunity soak, during which
Ой.
those who are immune in it, which would be Lanya, probably wouldn't be Lanya on this one actually, it would be someone else. Lanya would probably be the third one, but I'm unsure about that. So Ruxin, Aid, Necro, Shargo, we'd all immune this. I'd be taking Danny's Spell Warden, and you want to hold your immunity for as long as you can to avoid the next evoke.
По суммонию
So
пока
once
что
we've gone from
тактику не
purples,
делать.
like move into melee. We're always playing this fight in melee. We're always stacked. Then we'd get our evoke, and we do our fourth evoke. So again, we're just getting as close as we can to the previous one. If you can't hit the boss at this point, you'd be hitting harvesters. This one we get an awkward beam. Okay, I believe it's this one at least. The beam will either spawn on us, move slightly past us where we'd need to stay still. Our pools will grow, so you want to move away from your pool, but you try and just avoid not getting hit by the pool. It's better to get one tick by the pools on the floor than it is to get hit by a beam. Beam means death. Fourth is just as close to the third Spectre, like we don't plan exact positions. You just want to be as close to the fourth, try and be in rows of twos. If you can immune this one, you can, well, if you're like a DK, I'm pretty sure we can AMS this one. So this one's an awkward beam. It'll be on us, it'll go slightly past, and then we follow it round, or it'll be to the right of us, and again, we'd just be super safe, we just follow it round. But it could be slightly to the left of us, where we'd need to pre-move with our evoke, so we'd move right. Doesn't matter like how we deal with it, but we all need to do the same thing, because if you are on the inside of this evoke and you start moving right, you will drop evoke on someone, you either kill them or you might kill yourself, and then that's just really bad. Yeah, so if I say you need to move right, everyone just moves right. If I say we're safe, we stay still, we let the beam go past, and then we follow it. Then we'd have the third harvester spawn. We'd be immune in this, but this one we get a paranoia at the same time. And ideally, we'd be as close to Star as possible at this point. So around this area. Star might be a little bit too far.
Вот какая-то
That'd
фигня,
be
короче, с
further,
экзорсусом этим.
not far enough. So at this point we'd have paranoias, the raid would stack. The immunity group would immune with paranoia.
С
We're
как
gonna
и с
take a
боссом
lot of
этим
damage
тоже.
at this point. Healers should be able to cope with it fine since we're all stacked. With neck,
Сюда
those
поставлю.
immunity guys, people would jump into it. We'd move left with the beams, and then we'd have a follow-up neck, and then we'd move ourselves back to Star nice and slowly, ready to go into the Mythic Gateway, which will be back here. So that is pretty much like a full dry run of the first phase.
Наверное, вообще отключу заметку. На всякий случай.
Second one's basically the same but mirrored, right?
Fuck, I was muted. So the paranoia that comes at the same time as the third thought harvesters.
Yep.
We like all stack for that, right?
Yeah, we-
Okay, yeah.
Because we immune that Thought Harvester, we
Yeah.
don't need to use extra necks. So like if we don't immune that Thought Harvester for whatever reason, we'd have a set of necks going on whilst we all raid soak during the paranoia whilst we're all stacked, then a neck afterwards, and then probably a neck after that.
So maybe I'm not getting
Два
something,
спектрала
but
у меня тут
when
в
you
рейде.
stack, like 20 people for paranoia, don't you lose like a shit ton of sanity?
No, it was nerfed. So you only ever lose one circle's worth of sanity per tick. It used to work that way, so you used to just get raped by it, and you'd all just become insane, so it used to be impossible. But with the nerfs, basically it meant that you only ever lose 5 sanity per tick. I believe it's 5
Okay.
sanity per tick. So I think you lose like maybe 50 sanity from it total, and you lose 25 sanity from a raid soak of the Thought Harvesters, if everyone's in it.
Okay,
So-
but we neck afterwards, so it doesn't matter. Right?
Yeah, we should actually this way have 2 spare necks, or at least 1 spare neck.
Okay.
Which, so if someone dies, who's meant to do a bomb, they would fill in their spot. That's why it's so important for everyone to be alive coming these times.
Check.
So let me trade Baby Flame. these bad boys. Hopefully you should be able to take that. You can. Sweet. So, silencer as usual. Make sure we're all hitting the right stuff. If anyone has questions about what they're hitting, you can have a look. Oh yeah, you need the note. I think Stylist might have to. Actually, no, he won't. You would be in first mine gate. You're that +1.
And where is my neck?
Currently, it would be after Nemo's, I think. Is anyone actually missing from the next that I haven't realised yet? We got Bibs, we got Daffy, we got Spectre, Spewed, Danny, myself.
So before we jump into the secret phase.
Sorry, what?
Some after second paranoia. On the neck.
Yes, yeah. So the third fault officer immune soak. You will most likely then. Did I not send that? I didn't.
In the end, when it's over. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you will be doing that immune too. 1 second. Fucking all paladins in 1 soak. Yellow, dude. Let's go. Hype. Is it better for you to be in that second soak? Because then me and Danny can.
Сейчас еще полчаса поразговариваем. На пульт начнем.
It might be a little bit easier for him.
For me?
I want you immuning, Kalia. No, for hype. For hypey hype. Hippie hype. I don't think it matters either way, but we'll just roll with what we got now. Callie, just try and have your meta for that second immune. I think we worked out that was the one you was going to do, but I don't know if that's better or not. I don't know if you know that either, Baby Flame. Which one it's better for Demon Hunters to immune?
The first one.
The first one everyone soaks, dude, so it's the second one, the one she's in.
yeah, but the first solo soak.
Yeah, okay. So that's the one she's in. Good luck, Kalia, with that.
Who is the second lucky healer with wisdom?
Who's got the first one?
The dark side.
Wymer's got
And
one.
just a quick question before you go. The evokes, like I saw you were positioning up.
Mhm.
Do I just slot in somewhere or?
Yeah, I think that should work. I mean, you should be able to judge whether or not where you drop it's safe, I'm hoping. If not, we can sort that out later if it becomes an issue. But I mean, I think we proved at least from the last High Council raid that our evokes don't need to be perfect. Like, our evokes were messy that day, dude. It's a ready check for pull at least. I think you should be on the left ads to start with, Baby Flame.
Okay. Can I get stamina?
So you'd be like on left, and then when you come out from the second mine gate, you'd be left again. Because we have melee on the side we move towards. We go around clockwise. I almost did a fucking 210
О,
second
всё,
pull
пулем.
time if that even exists.
Дождался.
Probably does.
Hey. I'm definitely feeling some sort of frame rate issue.
Me too.
It's the first one.
Paranoia, I think. Yeah, I've never had it this bad. This is really bad. I remember move slow with these paranoias. Make sure if you're a healer, not to mess them up.
Блин, так не дошли
Let's
до
make sure
этого.
we get there now. Yeah, I'm not liking this frame rate. mine gates open soon. Make sure we get south side basher dead. Nice. And make sure we get into this mine gate pronto. You ever done this?
Привет, привет. Да, как-то
Never.
много не играл. Сейчас кто-то тут в гильду
Good
инвайтится.
time to start.
Сейчас.
Spell boss.
Короче, секунду. Сложная механика тут. Короче, в основном просто из-за контента. Ну, типа, дополнение не очень мне понравилось, поэтому... Так. По-моему, сейчас мой кик. Да, это мой кик. Блин.
Do a wing down here or
Probably not.
Stack or stack.
Так, мой кик.
Just save yours, baby, for
Нет, не мой кик.
last set, because I
Huh?
believe you get an overlap, don't you? Save for boss bunny. You know you do.
From now you can.
We don't need his wings on this if you're winging and pipes combusting.
Блин, теперь нет.
yeah, that's what I was wondering if we have combust.
We do. Make sure we get this synapse done.
Вот на этом месте, короче, мне
15
постоянно
seconds
FPS
till
падает, как-то
kill.
не очень приятно играть.
We got black shit. 9 seconds, make sure we're blasting now. 5 seconds. Might be worth your wings in.
Просто слайд-шоу какой-то.
Not the worst. And he's done.
Can you rest me for MG2? I am around
Yeah, I'm going for you.
portal.
No, Tears just died. How do you die when
Короче, не играл, потому что контент не очень был. Потом гильдию пока менял. Потом просто жарко очень было играть. Ну, играть и стримить имеется в виду. Поэтому так это все шло. И так мы до Nzote дошли.
I'm getting some serious lag or something, dude. It's not good. Make sure now though, guys, that people are cleaving onto the spikes, because Tia usually kills a lot of the spikes.
Блин.
Make sure those get killed. So, south side basher needs some attention. So range, make sure you turn around and
Не
hit this.
пройти.
Don't just wander off, leaving this alive.
Не люблю, когда с хилами связывают, вообще не двигаются. Так, дальний пак.
Remember, north side ads need to die first this time.
Сейчас прочитаю. Добьем.
You got one less person in your mine gate 2 people, so make sure you overkill it
Что-то
in
мне
there.
кажется, мне никто не помогает с этим глазом.
Make sure you're helping us out with ours before you go in.
Кто-то шею
Go
нажал.
now. Now make sure you stick to the movement we had on the
Не
document.
добили.
Move as a group, no one should be out doing the wrong thing. Make sure if your health goes below half, you just completely stop moving
Блин,
in
я
the
тут
heals.
запорол. Зритку.
Make sure we're ready for paranoia outside, as well as killing these neurons. Make sure we kill the 2 side neurons, guys, yeah? Don't ignore them. Get away from the boss.
Сюда. Блин. Ну ладно, нормально вроде.
Put myself in a bad spot.
Ну, давай, короче, все равно. Блин, не туда думал. Ладно.
It's all a bit messy, we had early deaths though.
Ну да,
We usually
короче,
don't
типа,
have
просто
too much
контент не
caution.
понравился.
Other than that, things are pretty good.
There is this one
Поэтому, собственно, из-за этого и пропал.
synapse
Neuron.
neuron
Shadowlands
that is
посмотрим.
normally frozen by a hunter, but for some reason it wasn't.
Если честно, я пока еще не решил, понравится мне Shadowlands или нет,
You
но,
need to
наверное,
make
это
sure
надо
you
тоже
stick to
ждать,
the same
когда
traps you
когда
always do,
выйдет.
guys, yeah?
They were both trapped at the start unless someone broke it.
Наверное,
So you
рано
can
пока
break
что
it.
выводы какие-то делать.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Чертовые маги.
It's like then it was either broken or I don't know. But I think that killed 2 of you, didn't it?
Two died. Let me see. It might have just been something lost in paranoia or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
we
you
were-
took
it
an
was-
anguish tick too, though.
Yeah. It was the same as mine because we wanted to meet at the around where the neuron was, and it was small, so I didn't see at first that it wasn't trapped. And I was like, I just walk like close to it, and it grew while I was close, and we both got a tick, I think.
Yeah, melee
Yeah.
2.
Got fucked.
Since I've noticed the death to paranoia now, melee 2. If you get the paranoia in a link to a range, your priority is getting to the ranged, not to DPS. So just
Would
make sure
be-
you do that.
Really nice if people get to their partner and stop running around back and forth, or at least make way if you can see somebody's a bit linked with somebody and waiting till you fucking move.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is why I died the second time. I was linked to
Mm.
Spectre, and there was red stuff between us, and like 2 people moving around, like basically constantly fucking us over from
Ну ладно, попробую с этим кольцом.
moving close to each other.
Сколько
It
там
was, like,
коррупции?
really pointless.
33.
When it comes to paranoia, use your eyes, guys. Yeah, like don't cut people off when you can see the beam in between the two people.
Да вот мне
You
тоже
see
что-то
that
не
beam,
нравится.
you
Это
just think,
тактика,
"Shit, those two need to sort
тактика,
themselves out."
технология.
But give them the freaking option to, yeah.
Мне, если честно, нравится по дизайну этот ночной народец. Вот, и я хочу за них играть, но я что-то уверен, что у них, ну, ихний ковенант что-то не очень, наверное, мне подойдет, ну, под Ферала. И, короче, и не знаю, что делать. Я, конечно, не сильно вникал, если честно, то есть какой там ковенант к какому классу подходит, но из того, что я смотрел, вроде как Фералам они не очень.
Harvesters you're meant to do, Kaya. So I'm gonna swap you and hype around, but I'm only gonna change the note next pull.
Ну и как бы там этот леса, которая, ну, в принципе, на друиду реально ничего не дает. Но она красивая, типа. Вот этот выбор без выбора. Так, пул.
Well, not with that attitude.
Dude, first pull of the night. Not a bad pull. We already beat Adianthus New Guild's best progress for this week. I'm sure if we keep at it, we'll continue to do that. But I'd really like to start getting some about practicing now with everyone alive. So, early deaths, no bueno.
Отличная паранойя.
Make sure you get to your paranoid partners. Like, who's that? It's fucking Baby Flame. Fuck you, Baby
Мне кажется, у меня иногда не срабатывает эта
What I got to?
азеритка,
Yeah, like 5 seconds after
которая...
paranoid.
Короче, не помню, как она по-русски называется.
You are getting abused.
Или она не успевает, или
Nah,
чё.
kid.
Do anybody else lag as well this book?
Ой, далеко убежал.
Yeah, I'm really bad at the moment with
We know you're bad.
well, I've met with lag, dude. Make sure south side I'd say first this time around. Mind Gate comes up in 5. And then 5 after that, so let's make sure these both set that die.
Так, вот сейчас нажать нужно.
Needs some love. It'll
Отлично.
die. Let's make sure you're getting this Mind Gate bro now.
Блин, опять слайд-шоу. А, нет, интернет.
Outside, just make sure you do the same thing you always do.
Блин.
So start on the mobs, Danny.
Что-то мой интернет, походу, умер.
15 yards away.
Why are you so critical?
He overshot by a lot. Wow.
I had so much time to run, I just kept running.
А,
So it's much better this time, this Mind Gate one. We have flames in 5. Have no grip for those ads, so be careful.
сейчас перезайду.
just needs to. We got 2 seconds, or we don't meet the time and we jump off. We jump off.
We did not.
We don't mess up my gate 1. We're better than that. Just jump off.
Still, we're already using army and everything basically in there.
Yeah. I think if we lose a DPS, it's gonna be a bit rough.
We lost the boat.
Yeah.
Can you sort the groups out so that we've got
Yeah.
Mine Gate
Yeah.
1 in group 1
I
and 2 or
forgot
something?
about
It's just making healing a bit shitty. The raid
Yeah.
rate.
I totally
Cheers.
forgot about that. I can even stay. I didn't the lol. Okay. I mean, AD. Vectors in there. I'd be hype. Duffy says in that one. Puga's not in this one. There he is.
I will relog really quickly because my UI is bugged. Lackote is saying his internet died.
Yeah, it looks like he DC'd.
Блин, что за
I think
фигня?
that's right. Nemo,
Какой-то интернет странный, часть работает, часть не работает.
Yes, you may, Tia.
This is the best time.
Так, по-моему, заработало.
Right, go for a quick pee while the code's
Well.
offline.
Все.
Yeah, do that.
I'm gonna wait till he's back and then go AFK.
Well, dude.
Блин, теперь Вова не запускается, прикол.
Rip, dude.
А, нет. Слишком много Вовов открыл. Один закроем, второй оставим. Так, все, вроде заработало.
Where's Lacote?
Looks like he's back.
Yeah,
Just got a few people there. Nipping to Lou.
someone needed someone, I think.
Yeah, they do. We got someone stand up. Sorry, look how it happens. I think it happened to me on Sunday. Mine was worse.
But why do you play on a laptop, Evan?
Pardon?
Why do you play on a laptop, not on a PC?
Because when I was in Qatar, I had to buy a PC. I had nothing out there, and my option was either buy a desktop and not be able to bring it home, or buy a laptop and be able to bring it wherever I go. I have a PC sat next to me now. It's just my
Что-то мне не
specs
нравится,
on the
кстати, от
laptop
лаги.
are better
Что-то
than
мне
that
кажется, опять мне какая-то фигня.
desktop. I'm gonna look at upgrading it though. I just need money for that.
Rob a bank.
Yeah, dude.
Sell your ass.
Looks at Danny.
Beg your parents.
Gallywix.
Baby
what did I
Flame will
do?
buy you one.
Make a GoFundMe. Or OnlyFans.
Oh.
Then, speaking of PC upgrades, the new graphics cards they showed looked pretty cool actually.
Yeah, it is. Not the worst priced either. At least for the
pretty
free
competitively.
360.
70.
370, yeah, that's the one.
Ну,
37, I
блин.
should say.
Пинг 14 тысяч.
Let's do a quick one of these, check everyone's back. No, Kalia. Yalla go, yalla go.
Yalla yalla.
Mashallah. Oh, the goat's gone. Inshallah.
Again? Oh, shit.
Paying 14k, that can't be
That's
good.
fine. That's what web rated with from Qatar. I'm pretty sure.
It's like 140 or 150 MS, I think it was.
in countless of disconnects.
That's true, dude. It's like every other pull and we're gone. The worst bit was I couldn't even tell I DC'd. You guys would have to tell me I DC'd.
Sounds like I had in Wrath of the Lich King 2 FPS infests. You don't understand what's going on. It's basically zoomed into the floor. Feels like you're DC'd and you're just running. As soon as the mechanic comes, you just run.
That's what I had to play like in like the 140, 150 ms. The second I saw a blood underneath me, I had to move or it hit me. Even if I'd moved out of it on my screen, it wouldn't register on the server like that.
Чё ж так не везет-то? Чё с вот этим пингом делать? 14к.
I'm gonna do this again. Mainly because I want to go as soon as I know people are ready.
Why were you raiding in the US? Both of you, actually.
Danny, you stupid.
Так, ребята, я на секундочку выключу, короче, стрим. Может, этот стрим лагает, я не знаю. Но что-то вообще невозможно так играть. Если что, включу чуть попозже.